Hello and welcome back. In this class, we'll try to understand another group of operators in C, which is relational operators. In the last class, we have given a programming assignment. Hope all of you have done that programming assignment. If you haven't attempted that programming assignment, I request all of you to go back to that programming assignment, and after the completion of this video, please attempt that programming assignment. Attempting programming assignments will help you a lot in understanding the concepts in detail. Now coming to this class, we will try to understand relational operators. So what are those operators? The relational operators that C programming language supports are: it is equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So these are what we call it as relational operators. Now why we are going to use these operators? So these operators are used to compare the operands. So given two operands, we are going to compare those operands and we are going to decide whether the relationship between those two operands is true or not. So what does that mean is, for example, if you take 2 greater than 7. Now what is the relationship between these two? Is 2 greater than 7? No, it is not true. Okay, so whenever we use relational operators in programming languages, what is the outcome? The outcome of a relational operator is whether it is going to, the relationship between these two operands is true or false. In C programming language, the outcome of the relational operators is going to be 1 or 0. So if the relational operator, the relation between these two operands is true, the C is going to produce an output of 1. If it is false, so the outcome is going to be a 0. Try to understand this point. So always C is going to produce, the outcome of the relational operators in C is going to be either 1 or 0. Okay, and another very important point that we need to understand here is, for example, if you take this equal to operator, so how it is looking like. So generally in our general mathematics, we are going to see it as 2 equal to 7 or not. So this is how we are going to represent. But in programming languages, it is different. The comparison operator, the equal to operator, is going to use double equal symbols, 2 equal symbols. But whereas 1 equal symbols is used for assignment. So this is what, if you are going to use 1 equal symbol, it is what we call it as assignment operator. So we are going to discuss the assignment operators later, but we generally know that this is what we call it as an assignment operator. But if we use 2 equal symbols, 2 equal to symbols, this is used for comparison operator. So this is what we call it as an relational operator. Okay, so that's understanding the difference is very important. And where we are going to use these relational operators, we are going to use these relational operators in conditional statements. Means if condition statements, if else conditional statements, we are going to use it. So anyhow, we will understand those concepts in our later videos. So as of now, we will try to understand the concept of relational operators by using this example. So in this example, very simple example I have taken. Now here the value of x is 5, y is 3, and we have taken another variable z. Now we are assigning the outcome of this relational operator x greater than y. Now can you guess what is the outcome of this this comparison? The outcome of this comparison is true. 5 greater than 3. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Now the outcome of this is going to produce 1. If it is true, the outcome is 1. Now what happens? Z is going to be assigned with the value of 1. Now if you printf, what is the value that will get printed? It is going to print z, value of 1. The value of z is 1. Okay. Now what we will do is we'll see a practice problem on this. So this helps you a lot. I have taken these many different variables and I have made these assignments, and I have made these comparisons. Now what you have to do is, you have to guess what are the values of P, Q, R. So just take a guess and write your answers in the comment section below. So that's it for this video. Hope all of you have got an idea on this concept. Thanks for watching the complete video. You have come to this point, means we are hoping that you are enjoying our content. You are enjoying our content and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel. We will post at least one video every day. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And after watching every video, please like our content. Your likes will help us a lot in growing. And share the content to all your friends and family members. That will help us to grow and help you to grow.